Welcome back to DreamCloud. Today we have an exciting announcement. This is Millie Mini. This is a scaled down version of Millie, which is a full-scale robot. And we decided to go after the consumer market of individuals who don't know how to program robots. These are very complicated systems, and we wanted to make a product that the average consumer can buy. And so this will be a fully functional robot, but as it stands right now, it's just an AI agent running on a tablet. So if I double tap this, it starts to...
Hello, Millennial Bot. It's me, Millie, your personal AI agent. How can I help you?
Hey, Millie. We are just doing our first announcement video, so why don't you say hi to the people? So it's doing speech to text, LLM, and then text to speech.
Hey everyone, I'm Millie, your friendly AI assistant. I'm excited to be part of this amazing journey with you all. Let's create something wonderful together.
Awesome, thank you so much, Millie. It'll notice when you drop off, so it'll stop recording. It'll send that up, it'll process it all, and then it'll return it down.
Welcome. It sounds like you're about to share something interesting. What will it notice? I'm all ears.
The other thing it does is, Millie, we need to create an alert on the schedule. So if I set alert and schedule...
Would you like to create a new alert or edit an existing one?
Let's create a new alert. So this is basically like you can create a schedule for yourself.
What would you like this alert to say? Things like call mom or brush your teeth.
Let's do a good old call mom.
When should I set the alert?
Today at 11 p.m.
Any notes you'd like to add?
Tell her you love her.
I've created your reminder. Let's do a good old call mom. On December 17th at 11 p.m. Her, you love her.
Thank you. That's great. So that would create the alert. So let's stop that. Let's get out of here. And then it's right here. So once you go into the user panel, this is all basically like the dashboard. You can create new agents. You can adjust the settings. You can adjust your user profile so it knows things about you. And then you got the AI scheduler. So there's also like a kind of like a dashboard, a UI that you can adjust these things. It recurs daily or weekly or monthly. You can change the time and you can save it or you can delete it. So there it is. I've created a whole batch of alerts just so it goes off continuously. So basically these all live in the future, even though they're recurring. They'll just tell you the next time this comes up. It won't tell you all of the recurring occurrences because it's going to happen tomorrow anyway. And then in the past, it shows you what just happened over the last 24 hours. So you can go through, if you set a one-time alert, it'll still be in here and then it gets cleared after 24 hours. And then you push this button up here and you can create yourself a new alert using the UI instead of the AI, right? And then basically what happens is if the face is loaded, it will just say the alert out loud and then it'll start an AI voice conversation with you so you can say other things or you can continue the conversation if you need to. And then AI service down here, you hit edit and right now this is running off of DreamCloud AI. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to have a subscription on the website. So you'll sign up for a monthly subscription. You'll use AI service through us, But you'll notice down here, custom AI accounts, you can add, right now we have OpenAI, Gemini, and Anthropic. We can add more AI services, but you can put in your own API keys. So this can run completely separate if you don't want to use our services. For most people, they're just going to want to use our service. But if you want to, play with things on your own, then you can use an API through those major providers, and we can add more as it goes. And then all the way down here, obviously, is your account settings. So you can, delete your account or change things, change your password. So this is a fully user authenticated app, meaning you have your own account, and you're going to be able to change everything about Millie for yourself. This is just going to be the minimum viable product. So this is our first stage right now. I'm already printing the blue version. It's going to be a little wider. I felt like this, to be honest, was a little tall and slender, and the wheels down here are a little too close together. And so we're going to go ahead, and the next version is going to be a little wider. So this will just be a one of one. All the other ones are a little shorter and a little wider. I've also included these decks inside of the body here, where you can mount. Let's say you wanted to take one of these good old-fashioned Raspberry Pis, or here's a better one, because it's already got the mount on it. This is the first or the second computer I was using on here. This one now has a mini PC, so we're not using this. But just imagine you can mount this in here, and now you can add things to the robot. So it's not just going to be a AI agent in the tablet, but you can also add things. You could add a camera, and obviously the long-term goal is for this to have arms coming out of the side, and then we can add arms to it. The tablet itself actually comes off, so you can just take this off, and now you have a little mobile Millie if you wanted to do other things. The great thing about this running on a tablet as an app is that you also get access to all your other apps. So let's just say you wanted to watch something on YouTube, right? Now you have your full YouTube.
The Jetson Thor is NVIDIA's new developer kit.
Now you have your full YouTube setup, and you can just watch it in vertical mode, or you can even slide this out and you can put it in horizontal mode. So now you can go to full screen,
and the DJX Spark is for everybody.
And you can just watch it like here.
Is that Thor has a...
So this is actually a really good feature for people who aren't even into robots, because now they can have a little mini Millie sitting somewhere on their desk. And if they're working like in a warehouse, you can have a little portable kind of like a TV, and you can watch sports games, or you can watch your favorite podcast while you're working. And then this thing, you can just use it to follow you around. So what I wanted to do was get the most affordable robot out on the market, because we are still, we are yet to have robots roaming around. So basically that is the product demo. There's also holes up here, so you can add attachments. You can add things over here. So I'll be making more and more attachments for the website, things you can download. I'll also be making this open source. So the base app that we are going to be managing, and it'll run the AI service through DreamCloud, that will be more of a proprietary project, because obviously it needs to be secure. It's got all this authentication, so we can't make that open source, but I can make a stripped down version of this that just runs the speech to text, like the AI service, the LLM, and it's totally dependent on your own API key. So we can make a totally open source version of this where you can customize it. And here's the other thing. Right now, we have this running on an A7, a Samsung Galaxy A7 tablet. We also have it running a little faster, and this is going to be what we use for production. It's running on a Samsung A9, which is just doing a backup right now, so I won't be able to show you that. But it runs on any tablet. It also will run on your phone. So you can have a little mini Millie Mini on your phone as well. So the opportunity there is that you could potentially run this on any app, and then you could design your own robot for that tablet to fit inside, right? Or you could go with our head, and you could go with this design, and then you could print your own body, or you could print some other kind of robot if you don't like ours, you know? You could buy the whole thing outright. You'll be able to buy it as a kit of parts, and then you can put it together. I think it's really interesting. I'm going to replace this with a better bolt. It's actually right here, but these are the wrong size, so I need to get that, get the right size bolt. But essentially, this whole thing, you can take it apart. Now, to me, right now, the most exciting part of this is under here. So right now, this is just going to ship with these kind of dummy wheels, which I just 3D printed. But these wheels you can take off, and you'll be able to replace these wheels with something more like this, which is a full motor kit. So this is 4 wheels. This is omnidirectional wheels. So I'm actually going to be stripping this apart further and taking these motors out, and I will be mounting those motors under here. And we'll have to create some kind of a level system here that can hold possibly like the motor driver board. So we'll have to figure that out. But essentially this works as a full-scale robot, just like this, or this was the first version. You can put this down here, and it just works as almost like a desktop, kind of like just a tablet holder. And this whole section right here can go away. So it works like this. It also works without this middle tray. It works with just the top. It works with the top and the bottom with the wheels. You can take the wheels off. So there's many different configurations for this right now. And I wanted to make something as adaptable as possible. So obviously the first case is just, you know, getting this out to the public. I think the product right now will be a few $100s just because I'm 3D printing these from scratch. I have to make them one at a time. As we scale up production, I can get the cost lower. I'm also looking for investors. If you want to invest in a robotics company that is shooting for full-scale service robots, but is also going into the smaller scale, I would even say maybe a toy robot that already has an AI agent built into it. I'm seeing a lot of cool kind of desktop robot, you know, little devices, but they're using specialized proprietary, let's say, even if they're open source, they're using, you know, things that only, you know, certain people can make, right? So this is a tablet that anyone can buy, and they can install the app on the tablet. That's all going to be free. You're only going to have to pay for the AI service that we provide, right? So the $9 a month or the $18 a month that you pay will be for using our AI services, and then you'll be buying the actual physical robot, and then the app will just come with it. So by including all of this in a standard A9 Samsung Galaxy tablet, we open it up to many more developers. So in the future, it could be the case that, you know, you buy a robot from us and you use our app, but there could be another app designer that is a part of the DreamCloud Club or the DreamCloud ecosystem that designs their own face that is its own kind of robot typology that maybe does different things, and maybe you prefer that app. So I want to open this up to people who just want to buy one of these and put it in their homes. Right now, it does the AI alert scheduler. It's also going to do AI notes. So as you're talking to it, if you like a certain recipe, let's say it looks up a recipe for a nice key lime pie, and you want to save that recipe, right? You don't want that recipe lost. So you can ask the AI, create me a new note where we save that key lime pie recipe, and then those notes you can always go back to and reference. It won't be like a chat history, it'll be a real, almost like a PDF document, like in your phone. And then it'll be able to reference those notes. So if you just say, hey, what's that key lime pie recipe? So the notes function, the AI scheduler function, that'll come stock. And then right now you can change the face color, the eye shapes. You can change the voice. Right now you have access to all the voice models on those major ones. Right now we're only using OpenAI's because that's kind of what we've been using for everything. So we're going to stick with that for now, unless there's another AI service company that wants to work with us. We want to get this product out there to the consumers so they can have fun AI robots sitting on their desk. We want to obviously open it up to people who want to print their own things or want to assemble their own parts. But we want to also open it up to developers who would like to make it motorized, and add arms and add little grippers and add cameras and add all those things. You can do that with this, right? You basically would buy this as like a chassis or like a base model, and then you can start to add to it. You can start to customize it. And then you can use the more open source version of this, which you'll have to run on your computer. It's just a Flutter app, but over ROS Bridge, you could do things like connect it to the Raspberry Pi that runs Ubuntu 22, and that'll run ROS 2. So you can do things like that. You can build your own custom, robot software, the movement stuff. So that's all great. And then we're also opening it up to Flutter developers who want to design different apps, or maybe who want to join us and help us improve this app. I think that the next iteration of this is going to have animal faces or different types of faces, not just robot faces. We can also talk about putting skins on these. We can talk about making them out of different materials, not just 3D printing, but it could be a cool little metal design too with bent aluminum. We could put fur on it, right? So there's a bunch of different things we can do with this. And the point is that it's not going to be something like this, which is probably going to cost around $10,000 just because of how long it takes and the potential of it. This is much more of a hobby or a personal use type of robot. Again, it'll be in the few $100 range. But that's basically it. This is Millie Mini. This is the pre-launch announcement. We are printing the blue one right now. I also have pink, so it'll be available in orange, blue, and pink right off the bat. If you are, ordering a special color, that'll be available. If you want one that's all black, we can do that, all white. Any specialized colors we'll have to order, so it'll take a little longer. But basically, as of right now, I need to get a couple of these made. I'm going to try to make as many as I can. And then we'll put up the for sale sign on the website, and you'll be able to order these from me. And the app will just come on the tablet. So you'll be buying the tablet through us. I'm not going to expect you to go and buy your own tablet and put it together. So just think of this as, this is already going to come with I think it's a $130 or $150 A9 tablet, a Samsung Galaxy A9 tablet. So just bake that into the price. That's why it's going to be a couple $100 instead of just buying something, it's hard to produce this right now in America for under $100. I think it might be 3 or 4, hopefully not any more than that. But again, it'll come with a tablet. So that's already, $130, let's say $140, depending on where I buy it. And then hopefully we can get that cheaper in the future. Hopefully we can inspire people like Samsung to work with us. and to allow us to be kind of like a retailer for their devices. So we can get that a little cheaper if we buy them in mass. But so far there's only one, and we're gonna print these as fast as possible. If you wanna support the project, you can right now just by finding Dreamcoin on pump.fun. That is a Solana Web3 trading platform. And basically we collect the creator fees on all the transactions. And I'm also holding a ton of Dreamcoin. So as the value of that goes up, that allows us to raise funds. That's basically like, allowing us to continue to build, continue to produce these without looking for investors through this kind of process. I think right now we have a good enough product. So if you're out there and you're wanting to invest in a smart AI robot company that isn't, kind of trying to solve an issue that's too big, like general purpose robotics, because I feel like that's still a lot further away. This is a practical product that we can sell right now, right? We already have one. I'm gonna make a dozen or so, hopefully like 10, and I'll be giving those out to friends and family just to test and just to get their feedback. So that's dreamcloudclub.org if you wanna go to the website. I am Millennial Bot. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get back to work. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Go to the contact page at dreamcloudclub.org. You can contact me directly, or you can just leave a message under any of the social media videos where you see this, and we'll be having a ton more videos. Thanks for watching.